Okay, so maybe here, and then we can just push, maybe push in the center. Check, maybe check. What we can just block. Think we can just push forward and then open the bishop for this diagonal. And then at some point we can push forward. Yeah, maybe now we can push. Can come here and then just looking for this. Okay. Maybe can push. Think we just go for this. Can push maybe, but just stick. Okay, so he's going for that. But the good thing is you have king here, so that's the good thing. Mm, maybe we just go here. Let's push. He's coming here. Okay. Now, I think this should be good for us. And then I think this is also falling, right? Check. He's coming on the way in this file. I think this should be winning for us. We can just come here. Just here take. And then I think this should be winning for us. At some point we are aiming for this. Or maybe he wants to go here. Okay, so we just clear here and then we wait. Yeah, so we're looking for this check sacrifice. The next move, is it working? Check. We take and then we come with a check. He go here. I mean that's not enough for now. Maybe the right time to cancel. Maybe. Then he can come up here with a check. Maybe. just high, and then that should be good for us. Okay. But this is, it should be game over. And then this is coming here, and then we can even place here and then come with a check. This should be game over, checkmate. I think there's no way to protect the king here. We can come here with a chain, but we can still block, and then yeah, and then the checkmate is on the way. Checkmate is on the way. Okay, this checkmate. Yeah, this game over. Checkmate. Okay. Okay, so we are playing a warm-up tournament. Yeah. So we got 1 point, maybe. Yeah, we got 1 point. Just wait. Okay, so we got 1 point, maybe. Yeah, 1 point, and then let's see. Still some games going on, maybe here. Okay, so I think black is a little bit better here. Black, black, yeah, maybe he's looking for this, maybe here. Check, looking for this. I think black should be winning here. One piece up, bishop. And why is thinking right now, but yeah, this should be, just come here and then this should be game over. This is checkmate. You can give a check, but you can always escape here. So that should be okay. Now you can just pick up the pawn here. Choom. And then if take, checkmate is here. So yeah, he's finding the right move there. So that is, should be game over. That should be game over. Well, okay, still he's fighting. Maybe just need to keep here, maybe, and then just pick up this pawn slowly, and then this should be winning for black. It should be winning. He can't take right now. The thing is, take, just take, then this should be, that is not enough. So right now you have to play here somewhere and then just aiming for this pawn and then pick up this pawn and then push this, slowly push this pawn and win the game. Maybe bishop to g7. I think right now it's not working. because he take, he can just take. I think that's not working, bro. Of course you have a strap on, but now you have to be aware of this. He went too early for that. This is checkmate, bro. Okay, just miss up there. I don't know. Yeah, it should have placed somewhere here, bishop, and then looking for the nest. Um, okay, now we are pairing up with Jasa Zonagi. Okay, all the best, bro. 1500, maybe this is his first game, maybe. Jasa Zonagi. Yeah, bishop g7, that's not enough to win the game. He just miscalculation maybe there. And then he missed up the checkmate there. Oh, why he is not responding? Oh. Yeah, he come on right now. Okay, so d4, then c4. We're just going to pin the knight here, maybe. So he's aiming for this double push, maybe. But for now, we're good. Just keep here, pinning the knight in case you open the e pawn there. This should be fine. Okay, so maybe we can just stick and then open up the position here. Yeah. So I just want to bring up here and then here, looking for this check. Let's see whether that will work or not. First we need to place our knight here. Okay, that's not working. Okay, so we are aiming for this now. This should be our target. Okay, so maybe we just push, maybe. But this bishop is so annoying, pinning the knight, so just get rid of the bishop there. Just a little bit annoying there. Okay. Let me just kick out the bishop from this file. And then, okay, so let's going into the corner. So maybe here we can look for this square. And the thing is, you can just that's not working. Now we can just place here, taking the queen. Then this, oh, that should, I think we have to play. Oh yeah, we miss up this one. I think we should have played this move. Now if we play this, yeah, so now this is the move. If we take, we're going to take. Okay, so now we take, he take, we take with a check, he take, that should be one piece up, right? No, that's not one piece up, but okay, just take, that he's going to escape. Okay, for now, because if we take, he's going to take the queen, and then if we take with a check, you have to take, and then if we take, we just pick up. But the thing is, this knight is there, and then the only thing is that we are going to spoil his structure over here. So maybe that's not what we want there. We can go for more. This square is weak, and so we are trying to place a rook here and then attack this one. So that's our target. Maybe here, looking for this. Okay, so now at some point we're just going to make a discover and looking for this. Maybe now is the right time to do that. This is falling there. It's falling. Okay, so this is coming here again. Maybe we take is coming there. Well, I think we should go for that. If we take, you come here, and then what do we do? Maybe we go here. I mean here. We take. I mean take. Now we will take. We take. We take. Still, that is not clear. But now he's going to pick up. Maybe we can go for that. Come here. You have to go there. And then, oh, okay. If you're not going there, maybe now we can make some move here. What do we have here? Maybe for now we just keep here. There's no discover check at the moment. You can come here, but this is no, that's not the move because we can just pick up. Maybe I was looking. I mean, looking for this. One is coming with the check. Maybe we can just wait a minute. Let's come in here. Okay, let's rotate this square for now. You come here, we just pick up. Just pick up. Then we're jumping with the knight here. Okay. Maybe we jump with our knight. Look for this. And then at some point, if you move the queen away from this diagonal, yeah, no, now is the right time to go for this. Maybe I take the rook and then let's pick up this pawn. Maybe okay. Let's go for this. Now he's trying to push. I have to take. Yeah, so I think this should be fine. You just pick up and then go for this one. Exchange the rook maybe. Now we are going to attack this pawn again. Let's see if he falls for that. Looking for this jumping. Okay. Maybe here. Yeah, let's go here. Then place a challenge to queen. I think we can just do that because if we take, we are just going to pick with the knight, not with the, this is pin, but we still have our knight over there. Okay, so I think he's making a slight mistake there, because you can always make here and then pick up the knight there, so this should be free. Lucky for us here, this is falling. Then we're just simply going to take. Okay, if we take, we take. Then if we move, checkmate is coming on the way, so that should be game over for him. And then this is falling, maybe check is coming here. I think first we can just pick up this pawn. Slowly, and then we can just go for check and pick up the rook. That should be game over. Yeah, just pick up and then boom. Here, just place there and wait for the right moment to give a checkmate. This is checkmate. Okay, that was a good one. Okay, so we got 2 out of 2. We are now Akhilesh, Sir Akhilesh is also he is also out of 2 of 2, and then Bond 1.5, Nika 1. Still the game is on fire. Maybe let's see some game. Okay, so now, oh, maybe slightly blade this better, because this is falling. Yeah, blade will be winning this game. Black is winning this game because this is pin, so he can move, and there's no discover yet to deflect his pieces over here. Okay, but you can just take. Yeah, maybe you can push forward, but just, yeah, just game over. Just pick up and then place your bishop here. Control the square and just move the king. You can just even take this one, yeah. Just take. This should be game over. Yeah, you can just come here, maybe. Let's go here, it takes some. Now you need to play here. Just move the king here, pick up this 2 pawn, and then sacrifice the bishop for this. Oh, that's easy win. Just push, 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 and make another queen and win the game. So that is going to be in the favor of yeah. Just resign me. Okay, so we are 2 out of 2, and now we play with Bond, James Bond. Okay. James Bond. Okay, so maybe he's also playing for the first time. Maybe repeat. Go there. Okay, we pin the knight. I think we'll just go for this one. Maybe just pin the knight for some time. Here maybe he's going to place his bishop here. Then we just come here. If we move somewhere, maybe here, just come down. Maybe here. To now, this is what we have to do, and then look for which side to castle. Push, push, push. Maybe you can even check here, yeah. But this should not be a big deal. Then should we go for the other side? Maybe let's go for the other side. So this is going to be an intense game here. This is going to be a bit fight. Okay. What do we do here? Maybe we just double push. We have to look to push forward. But still the team is this knight is undeveloped. Okay. Maybe we just can ignore it for now. Don't want to open up the file for this. Our king will be too exposed here if we open this file. Maybe we need to develop this knight as soon as possible in the next move. Maybe here, or not sure. Okay, here. I think this should be better here. No, this should be here, because if we go here, this is unprotected. Maybe now we can wait for this at some point. At the right moment, I think we should go for this sacrifice. Let's see. Maybe at some point we can find where the sacrifice here. So if it opens up, but at least the queen should be somewhere around here. So now, yeah, he's escaping with the queen there. Maybe we just now push forward to attack. Okay, what are you planning here? Are you looking for this? Maybe. Yeah. He is going for this. Okay, but that should be fine for now. Because if he just take, we're just going to bring up here, and then maybe if he wants to go here, the cheatmate is coming over there. But what if we go here and just pick up and just go here? I think we should go for this. You can just take, but we are going to ignore and go for this. Okay. So now what do we have here? Maybe here. For now, we need to protect this. Here maybe. I feel like his position is better right now if you find the right move. Okay. He's trying to double the rook maybe. Here. This should be, yeah, so this should be good for him. But you go the other way. And then we have to take the advantage of that. He's looking for this maybe. Or even here. Do the bishop here. Okay, so now what do we have here? Do we just push? Maybe just push, you just take, you just take. Maybe that's the way. Okay, he's coming a little bit too close here. You should go for this. You should go for this maybe. I don't know about what he's looking for here. Here maybe. I am not sure. Our bishop is doing nothing here. Doing nothing over there. So I think we should go for his turn. We just want to open the file. So we are just waiting for him to take. Maybe for now we just play here. Let him take, and we are going to take. And then slowly improve their position. Okay. Maybe we just ignore that. Okay, so do we have to take with this one? Okay, we should go for this one because we literally need to open this bishop for this diagonal. It's just doing nothing there. And I'm waiting for him to pick up this pawn. Just waiting for the right moment to push. Okay, that's a very interesting one, but still we're going with the plan here. And then place the bishop here to look for this diagonal. That should be fine. Now we first push. Okay, I just missed this. Just have to take first, but we don't want to let the bishop control here, and that's the reason. And then now we should go for this here now. Maybe if we push, we just take. Now that should be good for us because we are yeah, so we're going for this first and then boom. That should be in our favor. Check. It should be good for us. Now we can even bring up the knight into the play. But maybe for now, just go for this. Place the knight here. Okay, let's start. Then we just push. Okay, so he just can just pick up, but we are coming with this one, and so you can try to protect, but it will be overloaded in a few moves. So that should be good for us. Yeah, we're just going to pin the knight. Can bring the rook, but again another supporter is coming up, and then at the last the queen will come. The queen will join the game. Now you can bring up the queen as well, but I think that should be yeah, there's no way to bring up the queen to protect, and then his king is already cut from this file, so that should be game over for him. We're just going to pick up with the rook and then looking for some discover check. Yeah, so that should be good. So just go for this, maybe make it simple. Let's bring the queen here, and then maybe he's going for here check, but we don't want to allow that. Looking for this check, it should be game over. Check. He may come here, but we're just going for another check and let the bishop fly over to take the square. Well, that should be good. And then another check here, maybe. You have to go here or here. We are coming up with another check. He may come here, but the open check is coming here. So that should be game over. Maybe here. This is the only move. Check. Checkmate. Welcome, bro. Hi, welcome. Okay, that was a good one. Okay, so now we are moving to 3 out of 3. Then who are 3 out of 3? This a glitch. He is 3 out of 3. We're 3 out of 3, and then TT2, he lost 1 game. Nika, he lost 1 game. I don't know whom he lost to. Oh, he lost to TT2 maybe. And then Kiviliko, Nagaland champion, is also here. Asul Santam. Okay, we have here, this is Kiviliko, he's the state champion, and then Nika, he is also the champion. Not the number second, I mean, yeah, second position holder. And then yeah, we have quite a good number of here players. Okay, let's go for this. And then this is the under 18 years champion Jiri Tonyeka. He's currently the champion under 18 state champion. Okay, so the team is time pressure, so that's the only reason here. If not, the white should be better here. But okay, this should be within for white maybe, because we have 2 seconds increment, so that should be sufficient enough to convert the game. You can check, and then the king is cut off. Move here somewhere, then just bring up the here now. Yeah, I think now you can just, you have to go this way. You have to go this way. The king have to go this way. Yeah, this way. Because the bishop is already cut off now. So you have to go this way and then give a checkmate there. This is also funny. Yeah, that should be game over. Oh, how he just blunder the rook. Okay. And this should be winning for white. You have to go here. Don't push. Don't push. Yeah. First you have to go there, and then you have to slowly push here. This pawn. After this, you just need to push to distract the king from. The king must go here maybe. You just need to push. Yeah, this is just push. Or maybe, yeah, this should be game over for black. Just push. Yeah, game over. So there's no way, because this is just controlling another queen, and this should be enough to win the game. Okay, that was a good one. Okay, after the tournament maybe. Right now we're playing in a tournament. Mr. Smile, we can play after some time, right after the tournament maybe. It will be over after some 30 to 40 minutes maybe. Okay, so then he just have to resign, bro, because 18, yeah, 80 minutes is just too much. Okay, now we are pairing up with Achilles, 3 out of 3. Okay, so if we win this game, we are going to be 4 out of 4. Okay, so he's just looking for this, maybe just need to protect for now. Just go for this here maybe. So okay, we just go for this. The thing is, he wants to take this, but if we push, he's going to come here. So at that point, I think this should be fine. Let's see if he wants to go this way, castle this way, or this way. If you go this way, I think we're just going to destroy their position and then rule over here. Now we have to come here. Just take, just take, and then we just take. 18 now. What do we do here? I think we're running into trouble here, yeah? Instead, are we running into trouble? Yeah, we are in huge trouble here. This is coming. We are in huge trouble here. If we take, we're just going to take. In case you take, we just go somewhere, escape with the king. Because this is pin, we can't do anything here for now. If you go here, we're jumping with our... No, that's not good. That's not enough. Okay. Okay. Do we just sacrifice the rook here? I think this should be better for us. Right? Because you take, we're just going to take. That should be better for us. That is just 1 root 4 2 piece. This should be good. I think yeah, okay. If you're going for that, we're coming for this. Yeah, if you are in the group, like we have Nagaland Chess Enthusiast group, if you are there, you can get the tournament link and you can play there. Or we sometimes you can play after this tournament. You can send challenge if you are there on niches, and we can play some games. Maybe I want to go for some sacrificer, guys. Okay, let's see if that works. Looking for this sacrifice. Okay, this should be if you push, we're just going to sacrifice our rook. Okay, check. Because this is already pinned, so you have to take with this one, and then we're just going to take. You have to go here, and then what do we have here? Okay, check. And that should be winning for us, right? Okay, let's see. A check. We just take. We have to go here. Check. We have to go there, and then we just play the bishop here, and then win the game maybe, because there's no way you can protect. All right. Check. You have to take. Check. There's no other way. Okay. If you take, we're just coming up with another check here. Maybe check. Then you have to go back. If you go back, what do we have? We just bring up there. Bishop here. Then maybe at some point we can just bring back the knight here, just to prevent this square from the checkmate. But I think we can just pick up back, right? We can just pick up the knight again, and then it should be winning, because in the next move the queen maybe somewhere. You have to play somewhere, but that should be winning for us, right? Okay, so like just take. Okay, take, check. You have to go back, they came back, and then we're coming here. Knight will come here, and then we're just going to pick up again. The queen need to be placed somewhere, but there's not good score for him, so we might get the opportunity to check either here. So those are the 3 square available for us after the sacrifice, so this should be good enough for us to win. Check. Let's see whether that will work out or not. This should be work. You have to take. Yeah, check. Now next is bishop is coming. This is here. You have to go here. We're just going to pick up, and then that should be game over. That's the only square. Okay. The good thing is because the knight is controlling this square, so yeah, so that is just according to what we have calculated. Now this is the square that we are looking for. If we place here, we are coming here with a check, and then if yeah, so that should be here again. So this is coming checkmate. That should be game over. Okay, so that is game over. Maybe yeah, so we just need to pick up and then come check. That should be game over. Check. Okay, that was a good one. So we are 4 out of 4 maybe. Yeah, we're 4 out of 4. Kivileko, Kivileko, I think you make a draw or something. I think, yeah, he just missed up one game here. So let's see this game. So Kivileko is the Nagaland champion right now. He's the Nagaland champion. Okay, let's see this guy. Maybe he's looking for us to push. Mm-hmm. But you have to wait for some moment because this is already protected by these two. Okay. Okay. This bishop is very dangerous. I think he need to find a way to exchange here maybe. This bishop is very dangerous. Here and then here maybe. I don't know what he's thinking. At some point he might be calculating this move. But there's no much because he can just come here and then attack the king. Need to pull down maybe. Yeah, this is okay. So this is under attack. That's why he's just protecting this pawn for now. Need to go here maybe. Or even okay. Do you want to exchange the queen? So he's going for the exchange. Queen exchange. Oh, hi, welcome to the stream. Okay, so we are streaming Nagaland online tournament right now. We are playing the tournament and then 4 out of 4. Let's see the next game. Okay, this is you can just exchange over here and no, look for this. This bishop is very dangerous for if he finds a way to exchange that will be good. Maybe here or here or even here. So you have to be aware of this. The knight might jump at some point here. So now this move is not under consideration. See, this is the bishop. This bishop is very dangerous. So this will be a little bit difficult for him now. He can just play here, maybe here, and protect. But I think this is also under pressure. It will come under pressure once he double the rook here, maybe. Now he's looking for this. This guy Titetsuo, he's playing well. He's playing very well according to his rating 1800. 1800 versus 2100, so there's a lot of difference. A lot of rating difference there. He's going for exchange. Need to come back. Now maybe here. Not that much there. Okay. He's still pressure in this pawn because literally he can't push. This is under pin, and so you need to move somewhere the king here, maybe. to unpin the bishop from here, from this file. Okay, so he's going for that. Maybe at some point you can just put here. This knight is doing a good job here, just protecting the rook from jumping here. Doing a good job. Maybe he wants to jump here for this. That's not bad. Okay. This guy is playing really well according to his rated 1800. Just finding the right combination there. Maybe here, yeah. Still looking for this, and then maybe at some point. Okay. Now he's finding the opportunity to exchange the bishop. Maybe he have to go for this exchange. Let's take. Let's go here somewhere. Exchange if you want, and then okay. This should be draw if they play here. Maybe it's looking for here. Check, and then here for this I taking this pawn. Maybe need to give check here, bro. That's the best. Why is that? Why? I think it was better if you give a check here and then go for this pawn. Maybe now is the right time. Check. Oh, I don't know what. Oh, he's coming for this. At some point you can just okay, check. Well, this is a bit risky here. Check. You have to come here and then go here looking for a checkmate here. Now that's a little bit tricky there. I can always escape here, maybe. Yeah. But this is dangerous. Okay, this now this is under attack. I have to go back. Now they're okay. Now they are running into trouble. Have to go back, bro. You have to go back here. Let's protect this pawn for now. Ay. This checkmate is coming on the way. Checkmate. You have to go here. Protect. If not, this is checkmate. You have to go there. Yeah. Yes, you have to push. This should be a draw if they are just continue this. This should be a draw. Come back. There's no other move. Maybe this is a draw. Yeah. That should be a draw there. Now, yeah, this should be game over. I think there's 3-4 repetition, yeah. 3-4 repetition there. Okay, now we're playing with Nick Hagen. Okay, so one of the best player in Nagaland. Let's go for this. Take. We come here. We go there, we may push here, bishop may come here. We want to bring up the bishop here. Maybe we just go here. So just losing a tempo maybe, because anyway we are going to push this one. Then for now let's pin the knight here, push at some point, maybe here. Maybe here now. Let's go for the bishop and the knight if he wants to exchange. And then what do we have here? Maybe we go with this. Not looking for this. Okay, so it's not allowing that. So if we exchange, it will be in our favor because this file will be open. So that will be in our favor. Okay, so I was thinking for this, but the thing is you can just push. The bishop will be in huge trouble if we place our bishop there. Maybe at some point he's looking for this knight, jumping with the knight, and then yeah. Till now we should exchange this bishop here. He's coming for double push, but let's for sure he will come. Let's back to our square and reposition our knight. Maybe the knight need to develop here. Okay, so he's going for that. Just push back. At some point he is going to double the rook and looking for this push. So we just need to get ready with that. Yeah, so maybe now what do we do here? Because anyway he's going to push. Let's castle and then go this way. Maybe here, but that's doing nothing. For now, let's keep the bishop there. Here the rook might jump there. And then this is coming here. Just take, and then place our queen here to look for this diagonal. I think we want to sacrifice, exchange the bishop, because that is really controlling, giving a huge trouble here. Okay, so it is looking for, I am not sure. The thing is, if we go here, maybe I can just come here. Maybe we can go for that. Instead, is that possible? Because I don't want the bishop to be here controlling the square. He's coming for this, yeah. maybe here. Have to take. Maybe I have to take. Just have to pick up, and then maybe at some point he's going to jump with his knight. But the thing, if the bishop is gone, this should be fine for us. At some point he might be considering this, but again we have the bishop. Now maybe at some point he's just looking for this. Okay. Okay, is that is that working? Because we can take, he can take maybe, then we just push here. The rook might come here or here. Then we can go for that. And then this we bring up the knight here to this square or exchange maybe. Then we can go for that. This is the only square. And then we are coming up with this knight now. To look for some exchange or just place the knight here. And then maybe he's looking for this, but right now that's not working because the queen is already protected here. Maybe at some point he's considering this, but this is always there in time, or we can even check and pick up the rook here. So taking this is not an option. Okay, maybe we just go here for now, but still taking this is not an option. And then maybe he's looking for this here. And there we go for this. Maybe under take. If you take, we just take. Taking this rook. Let's see. This is under take, but that should be fine for now. Next we're taking. I think this rook is in huge trouble. Okay. And what do we have here? B for now. Just have the brother. There we here, the queen here. To protect the pawn from moving forward. Because at some point we're just going to bring up here and I take this pawn over there. And then even some point considering this, I think we can just go for this maybe. We come here, we just go here. Maybe you just have to prevent. Okay, is that the way? Because we have to control over this square. Now is the time to control this square. Maybe if we place our pawn here, this is already control, and then we are looking for this, and that is check is coming. I think he just blundered there. Maybe what if we go here? This is falling. We are going to give it a check. So you have to move somewhere, and then this is falling. So here you have to move somewhere. Where do you have? So this is falling with a check. Then this is falling. This should be winning for us, maybe. This should be winning for us. f5. No, f5. No, f5 is no. Yeah, f5. Rook f5. Just waiting because this is falling. This rook came at the wrong square. Maybe at some point you can just looking for some. No, there's not sacrifice. Sacrifice is not working. You can just pick up and there's not much you can do there. Okay, so we're just going to give a check and then pick up the rook. This should be game over. Yeah, this should be game over. At some point you can just stay and then what do we have here? Maybe we just go here, we check, but there's not much you can do there. Maybe we can just make it simple. Binary queen here, you take, we take, and then yeah, make it simple. Why make it complicated? Now we take, you give a check, go here maybe. Yeah, that should be fine. You go here, then there's no way to protect. And then we are not allowing him to give any check. This should be winning for us. Maybe here, maybe here. We go here and then okay, that should be here. They coming with a check. That should be game over. Okay, this should be game over, right? Check. And this is also free, but I think that's not necessarily to take. Oh, straight mate is coming on the way. Check. Okay, just pick up and then go for the mate. Okay, they just come a little bit too close with the rook, maybe over there. Hi, welcome to the stream. Okay, now 119 people are watching. Welcome to the stream. Again, we go back to the tournament. Okay, we just won the tournament. Okay, that was a good news. So we won with the tournament 5 out of 5 without losing any game. Okay. Okay, so if there's anyone who wants to play, maybe you can send challenge and we can play. We'll go for some games maybe here. Okay, so now maybe we can go for 10 minutes maybe. 10 minutes, let's see. Okay, so let's go for this. Here maybe looking for, okay, this the move. Here if we push, it's just going to push, so we don't want to allow that. We always have to take in case. Now we can push, we take, and then this should be fine. Push. Yeah. So it's always good to control this the square here. Okay, so I think now we need to move our piece. Because if we place here, this queen is coming here. I think maybe a slight mistake there from our side. There's a slight mistake there from our side. Okay. Now maybe we have to protect. And then come here, still protected. Oh, we have to push, and then we have to, that was the, yeah. So now we come with our queen there. He's a little bit in trouble because we are going to play, sorry. Okay, this is just got in time. Maybe go here. Do we go here? We give a check again. If you repeat the move, we're just going to hide here. Maybe here. Let's go there. At some point, you can give a check here, here, or even this is under attack. That should be good. That should be good. Yeah, okay, this should be better for us maybe. At some point. So we need to develop our knight here. Maybe here. Okay. He's taking a little bit more time. Are you looking for this maybe? Let's go here. At some point you can just place it and look for, but we don't necessarily have to take, just need to push forward maybe. Okay, so he's coming for a checkmate, but we're not falling for that. This is protected, and then maybe he wants to give a check, but that's not a big deal. We can always hide there. He's coming here with a check, then we are blocking here. Maybe with the rook, with the rook maybe. Okay, at some point we are looking for this. Yeah, now maybe, okay, now maybe we have to first develop the knight here. And then looking for this diagonal. This is going to be a huge. Okay, what is he planning to do there? What is he trying to achieve there? Okay, he's coming. Oh, he's coming for this, looking for this. So maybe we can just. Okay, that is still working. Maybe I think that's still working. We take. No, that should be fine. That should be fine for us. No, that's not fine. He's coming here with a check. There's a huge problem here. Okay, I think we have missed some point here, because now if we take here, this is falling. You can just take. So taking with the queen is not an option there, because this is falling. And then maybe if we take with here, this is falling. He's jumping with a check, and then that's not what we want. So this is the only option we have here. Just exchange. That's the only option we have here. Maybe we just now again we have to be careful. Taking with the queen, he's coming with a check. That's a horrible idea. Okay, now we're in huge trouble in this game. We are running into trouble. You can just pick up here maybe, and here maybe at some point we just jump with the knight. Not sure. I think we can jump with the knight here some point, or even check here. Okay, let's see if he can mess up this. If he mess up this idea or not. Now in case if we jump here, let's see if he move, then this is checkmate. Hopefully he don't make that mistake. Let's see. He might fall for this 200. I mean 2000. And you can always bring the rook here. Okay. We can always, we have to hide here. Or do we go there? Maybe here? No. Maybe there's not an option there. Yeah, he don't fall for that. Maybe here? Now? The thing is, I think first we need to kick out this. Yeah. Because if we go there, this is already protected. We are running into trouble, and then we're looking for this check here. Now this is coming. Okay. That's not a good news. Maybe I want to go here. He will take check. I will just come here. But I really want to keep the rook, I mean the queen here at some point to look for some smarter bet if there's any. Okay, let me think. I just want to go for that. Let's see. Okay, just stick. You have to move somewhere, so we're looking for check. Okay, so that's the idea here. Check maybe. No, we have. Okay. Okay, but that's not working because this is already under attack. Yeah, that's not working because if we go here, you can just pick up. I mean, he can just pick up. Then we pick up, but the thing is, this is also falling there. So there was. I think we're running into trouble here. Maybe. Is it? Is it? Is it? Are we running into trouble? Yes. We are running into trouble because you can check here. I am not sure. You can always give a check. Maybe we go here or with the rook. Maybe here. Check. Yeah. Okay, so this is not going to work in our favor, and so we just need to resign maybe peacefully and then look for some other game. Okay, that was a miscalculation there. Let's go for another game. Okay, if there's anyone who wants to play, you can send challenge on Niches and Nagachess 1 2. We can play maybe 5 minutes, 3 minutes. Okay, just going for this. Okay, we're going for this. Maybe here. Maybe. Maybe here. Just to protect the one there. Then we need to develop the knight. Here maybe. Ting. Okay, so you're just going for that. A little bit too open for the king. Now maybe we just take, go check and pick up check. This should be something might turn up there. Check. Another check. Maybe just pick up the knight and that should be game over. Let's go for this attack. And then we go for another attack. This is should be game over. Okay, wait for now. Just keep here for now. And no, this guy is not giving up, yeah. This guy is not giving up. And that should be the spirit. The spirit for playing chess. Maybe at some point we can just come here, maybe maybe first we place and then check, because if we check here it's just going to protect again. So that should be the move pattern there. That should be good enough for us to win the game. Here now with the check and this check and then checkmate. Check. Okay, maybe he missed some point there. Let's go for another. Okay, this one. Okay, sorry, who's there? Okay, let's just play this game maybe, bro. I didn't notice your challenge. I don't know who's sending your challenge. Let's play this game. Right after this match we'll play. Yeah, bro, just right after this match. Mm, maybe just go here. Right after this match, we are going to accept your challenge. Okay, just stick at some point. Just go for this. Looking for this one. Okay, is that still working? No, yes. Mhm. Taking the pawn. Just take. Okay, maybe he's looking for this. You can just ignore. He jump. He come here. That should not be a big deal there. So we can always take. And then if this will be under attack, and then that should be fine. We'll come a little bit too far. Now we are just going to take maybe. Okay, okay. Do we just skip? No, we just go for this. It's not the end of the world. Mm, maybe here. At some point, we're just going to pick up and give a check here. Or it was, yeah, I just miss all that. Miss all that point, but I think still we can go for this maybe. Because you have to protect this bishop, and so we're looking for right now you can't. Okay, so this you have to protect this one, so maybe this is going to take, but first we need to give a check here. If not, he's going to take. If we take directly here, he's going to castle, so we need to prevent him from castling. Check. Just let him move his king and pick up the check. So just move here, and then come in with a check. Okay, so now you have to be careful because this bishop is under huge trouble. If you can manage to give a check here, you have to go here. I mean, if you go here, we're just going to move somewhere, maybe. Not sure. Okay. Is that what is trying to do? We can just ignore. This is falling because you have to go here, and then this should be check again. You have to go here, maybe, and then here, maybe. Just go. Okay. So this is pin. You can move. We're just looking for this. I think we should be able to win this game. At some point he's trying to live for this. But I think it should be fine for us if you just play here. So we're just placing here, taking this as well. And then at the same time protecting this core. Then I think that should be fine. That should be fine for us, right? We take with the rook. It should be with the rook. You can give a check here. We hide here. And then maybe check here or somewhere. Check. It's not working. Check here. I mean, yeah. So maybe he's going for this. Maybe here. We have to live for this. Maybe we just go for this for now. Bring the bishop here and then protect the. Okay, this is falling again. I have to make something, but one is falling for sure. We just push this pawn. Just push, make a check, and then push, maybe win the game. 10, this should be fine for us, check. I think this should be game over. So we can just push and then pick up the, the new queen, and it should be game over. Let's go for this. Just go for this, maybe. You can just take, but that's not a big deal. Okay, so that's waiting for us. Okay, now bro, you can send challenge. Okay, Ushwal Rajput. Now we are waiting for the challenge. Challenge is waiting, bro. We can send challenge. Okay, so let's go for this. All the best. Okay, first we go for this one, and then after that, Vito, we can play maybe after this game. All the best, bro. 1700. Here maybe. Double push. Yeah. At some point, we might consider that. Yeah, I just made a blunder there. I just made the blunder there. Wait a minute. Check. There's not a check, there's a queen check. Should be fine. That should be not very fine. The reason is that if we go here, he's going to take, so we don't want to allow that. What the team is, we are down a piece here. And then maybe okay, just take that. Just go for this. You just take that. That was a blunder from our side. Check. Maybe another here, maybe. Or just come on with a check. Now here, the bishop is coming there. And then At some point here, maybe. This here. Still holding up the position. Okay, if you're going for that, I'm not very sure. I am not very sure. Maybe he wants to go here. You are looking for that. Maybe. Okay, let's go here. Jump knight here. We go here. Maybe we come here and then looking for some knight jumping over there. And you go here. Okay, if you're not going there, we're just coming up here and give a check. This is falling. That is not a good sign there, because we can always jump over here, check. This is under attack. I think this should be fine for us. He should have gone here earlier in this position. Checkmate is coming almost on the way. Maybe here. But we're just jumping and then with a check, this is falling. Maybe just stay, yeah, just falling apart. His position is just falling apart over there. Just take again, and then this is also falling. So that's okay, bro. That's a free queen. You make a blunder, maybe. Yeah. It was a good match. So is there Avito? Is there? I think he's not here. Maybe if you're watching, you can send challenge. If you are watching, maybe yeah, he just played a good game till that position. Where was the mistake? Yeah, at this point he should play this queen here. Because I don't want to exchange the queen, so I have to exchange with some maybe some other to go here. Okay, bro, last game maybe for okay, let's go another game then. If you want to play, let's go for another game then. Okay, maybe the last game for this live streaming, this section. Just the same thing that we did earlier, maybe. Now let's go for this. We're just playing the same something again. He's just want to push, maybe just go for that. We're just going for the aggressive. Placing the bishop here, looking for some attack maybe. Don't want to exchange. Do we go for that? Maybe we just take there. I think now we just decline your offer. Let's close up the position and This is coming, boom. Now we just noticed that. And this should be here at some point, and bring up the knight here. Going for this, we just bring the queen over here. So we can just consider this move. Hi, welcome to the stream, Luis Albert. Maybe here. Maybe now we need to open up the position. Maybe you can come here. We just go for this. Let's go for that. If we take with the knight maybe. Yeah. So it's important you just go for this. Our position should be a little bit more active here. Now maybe just double the rook and see for the opportunity to jump up with the rook here. Just maybe at some point. Whenever there is an open file, we should always double the rook to control the file. It's possible as soon as possible. So maybe he's looking for that, but that should be fine for now. Maybe now we go for this. At some point, jumping with the knight here, or even we can exchange the knight there. Okay, and just go for this maybe. Boom, and then this is falling. Here, maybe. That should be fine for us. Now we need to attack this bishop. I really want to attack with this bishop here, yeah. But let's keep the knife here and then let's see if we can jump up here. Yeah, so that's what we're looking for. And just fall for that. This is falling. I think that should be game over. This should be waiting for us, maybe. And then we can just bring up the bishop here, looking for this to exchange. Well, that's a long way, but let's try that. That's a long way. Chook, looking for this. Just to exchange, we're looking for 1, 2, 3 move. At the right moment, maybe we can even push this. Maybe at some point he's looking for this sacrifice, but that's not working. It's not working. It's not working, bro. That should not work. Okay, so I want him to take here. And then yeah, I want him to take this one. Let's go for this. Maybe no. Because this is under attack, I don't want this to be here. Let's just make it simple. Because we after taking, because that's the reason we have to first play the rook, because this is under attack. So that was the idea. Here now we got the opportunity to. This is coming with a check. Maybe we just Now if you go here, he's just going to push again. So that should be, it should not allow that. I'm looking for this here maybe. And then this should be fine for us. Check is also coming. You have to run somewhere. You can just push, but you can always take. We just check and then pick up. This is under attack, so there's no point of pushing this. If you push, we are just going to keep it right there. And then this is going down. Is that this stats we just want to take? Maybe we just give a check and pick up. That should be fine. Or we can even just maybe just even take, or even sacrificing the rook for the bishop is still working now. So that should be game over. Now we can just sacrifice the rook here. Okay, so he's not allowing that, but okay, that's a good one. But that should not be a big deal because you can always bring our king here and then protect the square. So that should not be a big deal. That's a free pawn there. Check is also coming. Can bring the bishop here maybe for now. If you bring here, you just come here. Check. Check, another check maybe. Then just check maybe. Maybe here. Let's go for this checkmate pattern. Check. Okay. Should be game over. Just block. Mistake, and then this should be game over. Okay, that was a good one. Okay, he wants to play more. Is there anyone who wants to play? Or I will just play with him again. But 10 minutes is a little bit too long. Maybe 5 minutes. We go for 5 minutes maybe. Here. Take. Here. Okay, here maybe just to prevent from further pushing. And here maybe. No, I should not allow that. I think I should not allow that. Okay. I'm just going to run away. Maybe some point here, knight jumping knight here, and let's see. Okay. Now he's looking for this. Maybe we just go here and then develop the other knight to hide our king and activate the roots. Maybe here. May even consider that. or even the rook here. I mean the bishop here. Okay. Maybe just here. Oh yeah, this is, I didn't see that. Okay, so that was the blunder. So literally there's no way to win this game. Yeah, that was a huge blunder from our side. That was a huge blunder. Sure, let's go there. Now I think this should be the last game for this section maybe. Looking to push some more here. Queen jump in here maybe. So we don't want to allow that. Looking for this pawn. Can take, but the thing is we are just going for that. Okay, that's what blunder is. Here maybe. Yeah, that was a huge blunder again. Maybe that's not working. Okay. We just allowed him to take, and we can even push here for now. The show can always come here. No, this is not working. Okay, maybe here. Maybe here. What do we have here? Sickly, we don't have anything here. There's not much we can do from this game. Hi, welcome to the stream, bro. Danik. Maybe here at some point, maybe. Let's have to. And they can always push back. Yeah. So that's not working. Here, this is coming here again. But can just poke maybe. It's not going to work, right? Yeah, set life. I think we just need to resign here. Maybe he's looking for this sacrifice here. But let's see. That sacrifice is not working now. For now, this is not working. Maybe we take, just take, you come here baby, then we just go here. So for now that we should be able to hold. But the thing is you can jump up with this knight. He's going to jump up here maybe. Or at some point he's considering moving this here. Considering now here. Okay, that's all. The checkmate is coming here. Checkmate is coming on the way. Because we don't want to allow him to jump over here with the bishop. But there is not much we can do from here. They're still going to fall. And here maybe. Some point considering this. But huge trouble, we're in huge trouble here. Yeah, there's nothing. I'm just going to pick up one by one. Win the game. Okay. Can we go for this? Can we? Not sure. But that's the only move from our side. Maybe here. But this checkmate is coming. We don't want to allow that. We just sacrifice the rook is the only option maybe. Okay, now I think we can take. Is it we can take? You can jump. You can always. Is that working? Maybe not. Maybe not working. Can always give a check. But the thing is, okay, we're still fighting for this. We are still fighting for this. Here maybe. No, we can't go for that. Because it's coming with a check. We have to take that. There's no choice. That's the only option we have. Survive. That's the only way to survive. Okay, maybe no challenge. Maybe here. And then here, maybe now we have to push. Okay, I didn't see that. Okay, that was a good one. I didn't see that coming there. I just missed up there. Okay. Okay, is there anyone who want to play? You can send challenge. Anyone. Is there anyone wants to play? You can send challenge. Maybe 5 minutes, 3 minutes, maybe. Mm, yeah, bro. Please, you can send like 5 minutes maybe if anyone is there. Okay, so that was a horrible one. Just misjudgment in one mistake. Just go for that. Just take. Sure, maybe. Okay, you are going there. We have to push this way maybe at some point. So I really want to go for this. But for now, maybe here. We are looking for this. If he escape, and then this is boom. I was thinking to take here and then bring up the bishop to pin the queen from there, but that's not working. Certainly that's not working for us. So he wants to come here, but I think we don't want to allow that. We can push, but we can also move forward. Here maybe. Just there. And then if we push, we're just going forward. Okay, let's go forward. And then let's castle hierarchy and fight in the middle of the game. I mean the center. We can also say that. We can also stay. Come in here. And then maybe here. Or we can even go there. Maybe here, and then what do we have here? Have to, I think, we just need to remove this bishop because we want, this is very weak here, or we can just keep it for now. This is under attack. Okay, now is the right time to pick up the pawn. You go there, we come here, we will go with a check and then pick up the, but we don't want to spoil the structure here, so that's the thing. Maybe we just wait for some moment and bring back and then at the right moment push. Yeah, so maybe here it's coming with it, the check, just high, or we can even push here sometimes maybe. Oh, she's really going for that. So let's offer him that that pawn for now, and maybe here. Maybe here. Okay. Maybe we can just exchange. That's fine for us. We don't want to allow that here because this is only under attack and we don't want to run into trouble there. But the thing is, this is, if we go here, we take, and then he's going to come here with a check, and that's going to be a big deal. We come here and just go there. Just pick up the pawn and then maybe we go for some another attack. Here maybe. Let's pick up the pawn, just jump here. Taking the queen and the bishop there. And then at the same time just protecting the pawn from the checkmate. Okay, do we sacrifice here? I mean, is it good enough for us if we just exchange? Take, push here, push here, here, maybe I take. Just go for that maybe. This is under attack. Just hide here. Okay. The thing is, if we go here, he's coming with a check, and then we have to go here, he's coming with a check. Just pick up his. We're just messing the rook there. So let's wait for some time there. You can exchange if you want to exchange. Maybe, yeah, I think he's just going for the exchange. So we are in trouble here. These two pieces of, I mean, these two are in huge trouble. Yeah, maybe that's not working. That's not working. Just resign there. Okay. Maybe the ending was miscalculation there. Okay, okay. This guy is playing very fast. Like a bullet game, yeah. 2161. Are we going for this here to prevent the king from castling there? And then at some point coming here or here for this, looking for that. Anyhow, he's going for that. Check, I mean, castling. We have to keep pressure for now. Let's see. We just have to go here. Yeah. So if you guess so, we're just coming here again. Just to annoy the king a little bit. So now we are coming the other way. Maybe here. Just pick up. So intentionally we want him to take there to keep this file open. Now we are going to attack. Oh, I should have moved here. That should be the move. Just going for this. I'm just going to pressure him with all the materials that we have. But that's not a good sign. Have to come back. Maybe we can push. Okay. Where do we take you? Maybe. This is funny, but I don't want to take that for now. Okay. So now maybe we have to push this pawn in order to activate the bishop here. Maybe now is the time, but he can always take. I mean, here, let's go there. Maybe not. Okay, but anyway, we are going for this. Still going for that. Just take maybe, and maybe check here. Here maybe. This is falling. No, we might run into trouble here, yeah. Coming with a check. I have to go here. Okay. I don't know what he's planning here. Well, that's the only move we have. We can give a check, but we can move here maybe somehow. I think we can manage. The thing is, this is, yeah, just too close here. At some point, checkmate is coming if you have to look for this. If you move somewhere, maybe just here, maybe you can just go for that. Yeah, no, this come with a check though. That's a check. This come with a check. No, here, maybe. Yeah, the thing is, we don't have. This should be game over again. Miss the thing. Yeah, there's no way we can continue. We just resign from there and then, wow, just playing a little bit more careless there. Maybe here. Now we have to win this game. Maybe here. Hmm. Let's close up the position and close up. Looking for that. Maybe here. So he's really going for that. Oh no. I just missed it again. God. Okay, now just going for sacrifice here. Okay, we go for, no, maybe not. I was thinking to sacrifice here, but that's not okay. Bring up here, maybe. Still under pressure. Still pressure. We hear jet is coming. 15. Still, we are holding up the position for now. What tune is? Let's see. Okay. Maybe we go here. Is it working or not working? But if we go here, you just go there. There's not a big tool there. So let's, yeah, give some check again maybe. I don't know where is the final blow here. Can't take, just take. Yeah. Can we go for this? Mm-hmm. Now we have to keep that open. Maybe we wanted that. Go for that. And now maybe here. Let's come in. Check. Maybe here. I don't know where we can win the queen or not. I'm not sure. Maybe. Where is the final blow? I was looking for this idea, but maybe let's see. Here. I think we are running into trouble here now. We are in trouble. I think we are in huge trouble here. You can just come here, maybe. That's not working. Maybe you move here somewhere, please. If you go here, I'll just come in here. So it's not allowing that. And then what do we have here? It's just trying to trip our queen here, yeah. I mean the rook. Check. Oh, now it's unavoidable, yeah. Unavoidable. Yeah, there's not much we can do there. Checkmate is already coming on the way. No, I think we just resign there. Okay, so our brain is not working there. Maybe queen d1 and rook d2 was winning white's queen after that. I don't know. I think maybe I missed that point. Maybe there. I don't know. Let's see. Queen d1. Where was queen d1? Is there any chance to get queen d1? Is it here? No. Is that here? Yeah, maybe here. No, suppose if we take, he's going to take, right? Maybe we can, yeah, maybe at some point that was working here. Check, we take, and then we just take. Maybe there was some point it is working there. Uh, yeah, maybe we miss up some point there. Hmm, might be. That was the, yeah, so we take, he take, and then we take. Now you can move here or somewhere, but still there's going to be an equal position, and then we should be able to hold up the position there. Maybe that's what we miss here. Hmm, maybe that was, yeah, that was the point we miss out. Okay. Okay, maybe we'll end up here for now and continue tomorrow again. So if you are new here, you can kindly subscribe and wait for the next stream. We can play together again here on Chess, maybe. We're not playing on chess.com for now, but let's see in the future we can even join on chess.com. Then you can join tomorrow, maybe. Okay, bye. Maybe we'll end up here for now. Thank you for joining everyone, and bye. Yeah, bye bye.